Oh, why does my computer want to be slow today? It doesn't. It's fine. It's all good. Okay, so we should be good. Good to go. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm gonna get the recording started. 1 second. Oops. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Laura Canfield Show, the Awaken Happiness Now Global Series. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And if you are new to me, new to my show, please do subscribe if you're watching on YouTube so that you can watch all the shows from the previous sessions and all the future shows coming up. It is my deepest wish, desire, and intention to bring forward to you these wonderful speakers and guests who are here to share their wisdom, their teachings, their energies, their techniques, their processes, their activations, their clearings, etc., so that we can all thrive, so that we can all have a different reality than what we've been experiencing in the past, and so that we can all live in joy and in happiness and peace. So again, thank you so much for being here, everyone who is watching now or watching later. I do appreciate you all being here with us. And today, my dear friends, Brenda and Charu are back with us. They were here last season, and this season they're back with Money Relief Evolution with the BNC Miracle Method. And so some of what we're going to talk about in this show today is going to include that we're going to talk about a revolutionary modality that gives you financial freedom, a new age result-oriented method, a technique that always guarantees change, release, and healing, a modality that is certified by IPHM, the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine. And we are going to be doing some individual demonstrations, working with individuals one-on-one. So please stay tuned for that. We're going to be talking about digging into different layers of an issue, how your state of mind creates your money issue. We're going to be talking about accessing your subconscious mind to release the emotions, experience, or trauma to bring healing to your money situation, how your unwillingness to change your current state can block you from having financial freedom. We're going to talk about gradually moving from a state of financial stress towards a more stable and prosperous condition. And we're going to talk about financial well-being that can be achieved through the powerful BNC Miracle Method techniques. So my dear friends, Brenda and Charu, like I said, are back with us. They were here last season. We absolutely loved having them. I learned so much from them. I also, trained with them in 2 courses so far, and another one's coming up soon. But I'm really enjoying the training and the techniques that I'm learning from Brenda and Charu. And just a little bit about them individually. Brenda is originally from India, but Dubai, UAE has been her home for almost 40 years. She started her journey in alternative healing over 30 years ago and has studied many healing techniques. And every day she works to create magic in this world. And she feels blessed that she can contribute to the betterment of people's lives. She encourages others to live fulfilling lives of joy and abundance. And she possesses divine gifts that allow her to sense and alleviate pain, identify areas of vulnerability to provide relief, and manifest powerful desires into reality. So that's just a little bit about Brenda, and then a little bit about Charu. She is very passionate about healing works. She is formally trained in spiritual response therapy, matrix energetics, shamanism, Reiki, theta healing, Sujok, Akashic records, hypnotherapy, etc. She believes in instant healing, and in the quest to see results instantly through healing works, she ended up inventing her own healing modality by teaming up with her friend Brenda. And Charu's approach to healing is very scientific, and she is researching on healing cancer of any stage. She enjoys teaching, as her mission in life is to create more and more healers. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later on as well. So please join me in welcoming Brenda and Charu back to the show. Brenda and Charu, welcome.
Thanks. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, everyone. We are so happy to be on the Awaken to Happiness show today.
Thanks, Alara. That was a beautiful introduction.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you. And we are going to be taking live caller questions and doing some mini demos. So please do raise your hand, or you can always type your question in the chat. So before I forget, for those of us who are on Zoom, all right, so please do raise your hand or type your question in the chat. So let's talk about money. Let's talk about the money relief evolution, but really it's about, how can we have financial freedom? And tell us your story about not struggles per se with money, but your story with money and how it has evolved.
Oh, so we basically started, about a couple of years ago, and we were both passionate about, changing the world and bringing change into the world. And we both had very high-paying jobs, actually. Sorry. And then we actually quit our very, very well-paid jobs, and we actually worked together, and we started actually working together in what we knew. But very soon we actually couldn't pay our bills. We were like dipping into our savings, and we thought, like, what's this like? If we cannot even survive ourselves, so what's going to happen in a couple of years? So we brainstormed, and Charu and me have this alchemy of energy that we, when we brainstorm and we get together, we actually come up with very creative things to do. And so we channeled. We have actually channeled our PNC miracle method and our negativity clearance, and all our classes and courses are more or less channeled. So we basically challenged ourselves to come out of our financial struggle, because we being passionate and not being able to do what we love, really put us in really low spirits. So we played with different experiments and on money manifestation. And one of the things actually we did, we researched and we were experimenting, and we actually were inspired by Donald Trump's way of creating money.
And if you don't know, Trump is a billionaire, but he went to one time in his life, he hit bankruptcy, but he quickly bounced back into being in a positive, abundant state. And that was because of his positive money beliefs that he had. So that helped him to get back into the same abundant state. So here we were also in a very abundant state in our businesses and high-paying jobs, came in full-time into healing works, went little low. So we thought, how can we bounce back? So both me and Brenda discussed that, see, money is just an energy. And if it is an energy, it can be pulled towards ourselves. So we started working on this concept that how can we pull this energy towards us?
So we just decided, for fun and games, we decided let's pull in about 2,500 dirhams, which is about I think about $700-800. And we said, like little two excited girls, waiting for your candy to show up. We started waiting for our candy or money to show up. And funnily enough, by the end of the day, Charu received a deposit in her account with exactly the same amount. Nobody called, nobody said anything, and just ding, the money came in, and then an hour later, she receives a call saying, I got your name from a friend, and we want to do an urgent negativity clearance for our family. And there were 5 of us. And so at that time, that was a charge. And so they paid for that. And
so within a few hours, we received $700 of that experiment. And then I told Brenda, why did you give me such a small amount? We should have played with a bigger amount. So now the next time we doubled the amount. We said, okay, now let's play the same game, manifesting $1,400 within 24 hours or less than that. So we did that. We whatever we did, we fine-tuned, and we repeated the same experiment. And that day it was our off day. There was no work. We had kept that day off for our experiments and for our studying. So one lady called us that, she wanted to learn our method. And so she said, can I just pass by just to understand a little bit more so that I can register for your class? So she was calling from quite many times she had called me, but I was busy. That day I thought, okay, it'll only take me 10 minutes to explain her what the method is. So I said, okay, you come. When she came with her mother and sister. All three people came. And I quickly gave them a pain demo. I told them about BLC miracle method. So when I asked anybody having pain, the girl who wanted to learn did not have any pain. She said, work on my sister. Sister told me, don't even put your hands on me because I have got a very chronic pain and it's not going to go. I have a medical issue with my back, with my spine. So I said, no problem. I'll give a demo. I did a demo and the pain disappeared then and there. I remember she sat down up, and they were so fascinated by the thing that all three of them told us that we all three want to learn this method. And then when they left, after a few hours, we got a medical emergency session. So then later on at night, me and Brenda realized 3 course registration and 1 urgent session amounted exactly to 1,400 USD. So we figured out that actually we have found a way. So yeah, that was the way how we developed what we call as a recipe of money.
Yeah, I need to learn that.
You're
We'll talk about, we'll
You're
talk about
learning.
that later. No, that's awesome. I love to hear, obviously success stories, but also I love to hear how, things were manifesting, but you were still tweaking, right? You're tweaking and you're experimenting, you're playing with it. It wasn't just you did it once and then that was it. Like you were continuing to improve, right? And so with anything, especially with energy, we have to continually be not working on us, but fine-tuning, tweaking, seeing what else is up, right?
Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
So what we did with that is we created a roadmap. We call it a roadmap. You follow these steps and you get that result. So we actually also teach this class the recipe of money, what we are talking about. We teach it as well.
Yeah, let me know when that's coming up. I'll definitely be taking it. So I don't know when that is, but I mean, at some point it's going to come up. So I'll definitely be taking it. If I don't see it, remind me. Say, oh yeah, Laura wanted to take this class. So send me a message.
Okay.
But that's the thing, like you have these recipes or roadmaps for different conditions, different themes, different areas of your lives, right? That you use the same sort of system kind of thing, and then it works, right? And so, but with the energy of money, we have so many beliefs tied into money, right? Our own beliefs, our parents' beliefs, our ancestors' beliefs, the collective beliefs, right? And sometimes we don't know. I take that back. That's not true. I don't believe that we don't know. I believe that we do know, but sometimes we don't want to accept that it could be something as simple as, oh, my mom used to say money doesn't grow on trees, but it can be something as simple as that, right? But we think we make it more complicated, don't we?
That's right. That's the thing. So what happens is we are so much ingrained the way of life and living, and we pick up our habits of our parents, and we start to play out that whole role. I like to give you an example of when we do these money sessions. It's like really so amazing to see how people's psyche works. And we had a client, and their company was in debt. And so we did a session with her husband, and we worked on understanding what the debt was. And usually when we talk to people, we get a sense of what is happening in their life. And then she also did a session with us. And then she said, every 7 years, we just listened to people's story. And from people's story, we find out what's their clue. And then she was just talking about every 7 years, she had a debt, DEATH in her family. So first her sister-in-law passed away, and then her brother-in-law passed away. Somebody passed, I'm not quite sure that but 2 loved ones passed away. So first 7 years, one family member, and the second family member. And then the third 7 years, so 7 years, 14 years, and then the 21 year, she created debt, DEBT, not debt, but debt. And it was so interesting that to see, oh, wow, you're not creating that, but you're creating this. And so we cleared her debt, which was amounted to quite a lot. And now the company has floated to be sold. So that's the amazing thing that has changed for her so much, that where she herself had the awareness, oh, what am I creating?
Yeah.
So,
and that's the thing, sometimes we don't realize what we're creating by our actions, by our inactions, by our thoughts, by our energy, by our emotions. We don't recognize that we're actually creating something that we don't want, right? And this is not just about money, this is about anything in life, really.
yeah, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. But since we're talking about money, I just want to talk a little bit about, how, we are talking about how our state of mind can create our money issues, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it might not just be our state of mind. Sometimes it could truly be other factors, right? So like negativity, curse. Okay, we're not going to talk about that part because that's another course altogether, but there could be other factors that are impacting you, not just your mental issues or your mindset or your lack of positivity, etc. Sometimes it's something else.
Yeah,
Putting you on the spot, I know.
yeah, like yesterday only we were talking to somebody and they were saying that, they are so competent education wise. They have best of the degrees, best of the experience, best of the staff. They had their own business. It was a family business. So they had a good set of experience, everything established, but they don't do well.
Mhm.
So and that's where I was thinking, it's not just the qualification, that if you have the qualification, it's not a very straight formula. Qualification is equals to success or financial abundance. It doesn't happen that way. So this is the mistake that most of us do. Like, our body is like a radio. So it is, suppose if it is playing sad songs, but we keep dreaming that, one day it's going to play happy songs because we want to hear happy songs. But the body is tuned like a radio and playing sad songs. So if you keep dreaming or expecting and hoping, your life will go and it will continue playing the sad songs. So the best way to deal is like, in her case, what I told her is that her belief system was set at financial struggle. So that is what is playing. But in her dreams, she's thinking, she's making efforts also, not that she's not, but she's hoping some miraculous change. But unless the frequency is changed, the change will not come. And the only way to change the frequency of a person is by working on their emotions, by dipping into their subconscious. What we call that as an energetic surgery, because we go that deeper into the layers. So we check their active memories, your dormant memories, your childhood traumas, what you are bringing from past life, what you are carrying as an ancestral, genetic makeup. So we do all these type of, even astrology, how it is impacting you. With our method, we are able to address those, from negativity to astrology to ancestral to all the belief systems, your childhood beliefs, whatever you are carrying. We are able to go deeper into that and layer by layer open that. And when we do, and when we work on the emotions, is where the frequency, like a radio frequency, changes. So when you tune to a happy song, then only the songs of your choice will play. So in the same way, from financial struggle, when you tune your frequency to financial abundance, then no matter what your qualification, no matter what your environment is, the money will flow.
And and that's the thing. Like a lot of us are on these types of shows all the time, every day, in the hopes of raising our vibration and frequency, right? Because we're doing healing work, clearing work, activations, etc. on all of these types of calls. But somehow there's still, for some people, still there's no change, right? So can we be unwilling to change our set point, our vibration, our frequency, our money story?
So in our method, we do a very simple process, which is, what you are saying, there are two factors involved for that, if they haven't changed, in spite of doing so many things. The first thing is there could be dark entities, because dark entities itself blocks healing. So let's leave that on the side. As you said, that's a whole big chapter. And the other thing is the willingness part, which we check with our method. Willingness, what we are talking is at the subconscious level. Consciously, everybody is willing to get the money, but subconsciously, we have seen sometimes there are hidden fears, hidden what we call as a benefit programs, negative benefit programs that bring our willingness, subconscious willingness less. So with our method, we quickly raise it. We are able to check also, and we are able to raise it also with our method. So when we do that, then the shift always happens. If you want, we can take some demos and show the willingness and some emotions.
It comes to remind me of a testimonial, Alara. We had a client, and the husband and wife, they were doing well, but they wanted to up their financial level. And no matter what they did, they couldn't get it up there. So we had a talk with the husband. Then took a money session with us. And then one of the things that he said that he would like, if he had a lot of money, he'd give all the money away to charity. And then what clicked was that if you say things, but actually subconsciously, then you don't want to do it, right? Because if you make a lot of money and you give all of it to charity, then you don't get anything in the actuality, right? So when we pointed out to him that, oh, you're only, if you get this money, the reason why you aren't able to have more money, like he's willing to have, but there's an unwillingness behind sitting, and he doesn't even know it's there, like a ticking bomb, there. And then we showed him that, that you can give some to charity, but if you say that you're going to give all to it, then somehow you're just blocking yourself because some part of you doesn't want to do that. And so he changed that little, that way of thinking. And then he sold his property and then got another job and then invested in a business. And then his whole life changed around. So, we sometimes don't even know why we are unwilling to do things.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, consciously, and we are all willing to change. We're all willing to heal. We're all willing to have more money, have more abundance, etc. consciously. But those stories that are running in the background that we're sometimes have difficulty tapping into, I'm going to say, right? So we don't always have, the clarity to tap into what those things could be, right? Are the ones that are really running the show, aren't they? As we all know, this is not anything new. That the subconscious mind runs 95% of everything, the conscious mind 5%, right? So it's really that the feelings, the emotions, the thoughts, the beliefs in the subconscious that are really running the show, not what we are consciously wanting to change, right? So it is about working with the subconscious. We all know this, right? We all get that at this point, I think. But it's about our willingness to, are we willing to change, right? And are we willing to look at what some of those beliefs are and change them, right? And then, I would still like to say, of course we would, but there may be other fears in the background. There may be other stories in the background that we're not truly willing. So that is a great question. If somebody wants to know how truly willing they are to change their money story, raise your hand and we can do a quick little demo with some people to see, truly how willing are you? And then so I don't like to do just like, okay, we'll see how willing you are, but I want to then be able to change it to be hired, right? To raise that willingness, right? Not just, oh, your willingness is 40% and then we leave it there. No, that doesn't, that's not nice as far as I'm concerned. So it's like, yes, we can find out what the willingness is and then raise it, right? Can we do that?
Sure.
Definitely.
Because for me, that's more fun. It's like, I don't want to know how badly I'm doing. I want to know how badly I'm doing and change it. All right. So for those of you who are interested and want to know and want to raise your willingness capacity or willingness rate or willingness percentage, raise your hand or type your info in the chat. What do you need from folks for that?
Just the name. Okay. Just the name.
Awesome. Just their name and their willingness to raise the hand.
Yeah, exactly. So right now we have Linda. Linda, do you want to know what your willingness is to change your financial situation?
Sure.
She wants to play.
Linda had her hand on from the very beginning of the show. She was already very excited. She knew what was going on. She already tapped into our willingness.
Well, I love being with Alara.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she has other questions too, but we'll start with this, right?
Sure.
Thanks for playing, Linda.
Always. With you, yes.
I also want to know for myself too, what is my willingness to,
Yes.
so yeah, so it should
Absolutely.
be something specific, right? Willingness to have more abundance
Have more abundance, yeah.
or willingness to have more, I'm gonna say financial
Financial.
abundance.
Receiving more too, receiving more. Willingness
Well-
to receiving more because I'm the giver.
Willingness to receive more financial abundance.
Okay.
Yeah. So willingness to receive more financial abundance. That's what we're gonna see. Even that we have to be clear, like specific about what it is that we are wanting to change, right?
Yep.
So that our willingness to receive more financial abundance. I like that.
What's Linda?
Linda.
Yeah, let's do Linda first. And then we have, I'm gonna say your name wrong, but we'll get to that when we get to that. We'll get to that when we get to that. Linda, did you do the training with Brenda and Charu?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
Okay, it's really good. I did 2 of the classes so far, and I'm doing one more, not this weekend, but next weekend. So yeah, I like
Okay.
it. I like to say I like it. It's because I'm also very scientific or research oriented, so yeah, empirical. So
Yeah. I think we both are.
I am woo-woo, yes, but I also like, the science part.
A little
behind
science
everything.
behind it, yes.
Exactly. Hopefully my talking is not bothering you guys.
No, no, no.
Okay, good. Because when we're live on air, we cannot have dead air. We have to keep talking. And of course, I can talk for a long time about anything and everything.
When are you moving?
2.5 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, getting there. So suddenly now my husband's like doing stuff, so like he's a lot more productive, which is great. And then his some friends came over on the weekend, some friends came over today. So there's definitely movement, but it's so hard. I've got like 2 suitcases I'm bringing, and he's bringing 1, and that's it. And then I have 2 boxes that are staying in storage, and I think he might have a few more, but I was in tears yesterday. It's like, oh my God, giving up my whole life, blah, 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 blah. But I got over it fast. It was just one of those emotional things because, which is
Yeah.
understandable.
Yes, definitely. You're not going to give up all your.
Out.
Oh, sorry.
So go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So what is her willingness?
So her willingness to receive more financial abundance is 53%. 53%.
53% is, better than less than 50. But how can we now increase that, raise that?
So what prevents her from receiving more money? What prevents you, Linda, from receiving more money or more financial abundance is lack of respect. So I think when people don't treat you well, you don't want to even go and ask for money or receive money. So maybe that's a thought for you. And the core negative statement that you're running is, I'm helpless, nothing ever good happens to me.
How does that resonate with you?
That's
Yeah.
pretty right on.
I was
for
going to
you
say
now-
that too, but yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Brenda.
And you can change that to, I choose to be confident and I'm charged.
I choose to be confident. I'm what?
Charged.
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 I like,
Okay.
like-
All right. I'll write it down.
Energized, so too much charge. So charged.
Charged. I
Okay.
choose to be confident and charged. Okay.
yeah. There are particular ways of saying the statement which is right for you. So it may not make sense to you, but that's the way it comes out, because we check the accuracy of the statement, and it may not make
Yeah.
Thank you, Carolyn.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So just play with it, Linda, and then just play with it. And even if it feels weird, like charged, what does charged mean? But just go with it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Awesome. Thank you, Linda. All right, we're gonna go to I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Yes, Porjmay.
Spojmay.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So her willingness to receive more financial abundance. What is blocking her from receiving more?
Define the motion.
Yeah. And you start telling us.
So yeah, you're giving us a bonus of that statement as well. So that's great that people
Yeah.
can start to use right away.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
I thought it was just going to be, this percentage and that's it. But no, it's like this percentage and this negative belief. And then
This is the beauty of our work, Alara. We can give so much more information, and we can change so many things just by a pendulum.
So I checked for her. Your willingness to receive more financial abundance is 60% better than Linda. 60.
Yep.
So
Good.
little from here. The negative emotion that is blocking you is the energy of failure. And
Yes, that makes sense.
And the negative statement you have running, which stops you from receiving or your willingness to receive more financial abundance, is I'm anxious, I'm not smart enough.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially the failure.
Yes. Okay, so now you can change it. You can start vibrating for yourself. I am eager, I have courage and confidence.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Right.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Yeah.
Thank you.
So we'll do for you, Alara.
Oh, okay. I'm afraid now.
Yeah. Okay. You can take it back.
So no, go ahead. And it's like, okay, I'm an open book, so it's like, I'm quite vulnerable on my calls and shows and stuff. So it's like, all right, what's my willingness? What's blocking me? What's running in the background that I need to change? Yeah. And I probably know, but it's always nice to hear it. And then the reframe, is important.
Yeah, it is. I quite like these statements, the way they give them, though. So that we researched and got the,
Awesome.
Okay, so what's the percentage?
So the percentage for your willingness to receive more financial abundance is 76%.
That's good. Yay. Yes, it should be okay, but okay. What else?
The negative statement that you're running is, what if worst happens, I'm helpless?
Yeah.
And the core statement for positive is, I am enthusiastic, I am enough.
And the negative emotion that is keeping your willingness down is the energy of guilt.
Okay, makes sense. Totally makes sense. I was, last week I had that thing about not being enough, and that was the belief that I came up with for myself, that I'm not enough, so I've been working on healing that, because it's like, oh, I thought I had healed that completely, but still came up, it was like, all right. So thank you. Totally resonates. Totally makes sense.
But now say it in the positive, because it's come up as, I'm enough, I'm enthusiastic, I'm enough.
Yeah. I'm enthusiastic and I'm enough. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I will do that. Thank you. Whew. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Whew, thank goodness. We're just going to take a few more. I know that Laura Whitaker had written in the chat.
Sure.
She's, where's my willingness to receive?
So the percentage is 23% only for Laura.
Laura, what's going on?
What did she say?
23%.
23%, and the reason, the negative reason for it is lack of acceptance.
Okay.
And the negative statement that you're running is, I'm bitter. I'm not
yes.
smart enough.
Okay. Bitter, yes. Smart enough. I think I'm smart enough. But that, if that's what you're seeing, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't mean the way you think intellectually. It could be you're not smart enough to make money or to receive money or to manipulate people or to ask for money or to sell your services. It's not about intellect as well. It's about your money and receiving. So look at it at a different light.
So 23%. What,
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to speak about how to change that, other than the positive statement.
Yeah, so what is the
Yeah.
positive statement for Laura?
Yeah, I'm motivated. I get better every single day.
Okay.
Awesome. I am motivated.
Thank
I
you.
get better every single day. Yes, I love that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Most
Awesome.
welcome.
Thank you, Laura.
Thank
right.
you.
Good. And, you know, some of these statements I think we can all use as well, right? I mean, I can say I'm motivated and I'm getting better every single day. I mean, there's no harm in using these positive statements that, you know, for all of us.
Right.
But it's about the feeling of it, right? And also with respect to money, you know, like financial abundance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So having that intention in the background of, you know, I'm motivated with regards to receiving more money, more financial abundance, and I'm getting better and better every day with regards to that. Just having that in the background as the intention, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Awesome. Good. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm not sure how many more you want to do, little demos, but that's totally up to you. I'll let you run with that.
We can do some later on in the show. We can continue with a little talk and maybe
Awesome.
How we can change the money story for you.
Yeah, that would be great. Because I think, you know, people would love to know that, how we can change our money story, right? And especially like, you know, when I was reading or creating the special offer page and reading some of the testimonials, it's like there was definitely like it wasn't like it was like years that it took to change their money story. It was like, you know, 6 months, 3 months, you know, like it doesn't have to take a long time is what I'm trying to say. So can we also talk a little bit about that? It's like when you start to do the work with regards to your money story, that it can start to change soon, not tomorrow necessarily, but soon, right?
Yes, it definitely does change soon, because what we do is we work on the beliefs, we work on debt, we work on poverty consciousness, and we work on vibrating you to the level of money. So everything has a vibration, like so money also has a vibration. So we start to bring your frequency up, as we discussed about the radio frequency. We bring your frequency up to the level of money. And so when those both match, then basically you start vibrating yourself in that same money, abundance, prosperity, and clearing these negative statements and these, just even having the awareness of what your negative statement is and how you are functioning also brings a big change for people. So once you start, changing, like Laura didn't even know, like she said, I'm bitter, but she didn't know where it was going. Right now, it made sense for her to understand how it's blocking her willingness to receive. So a lot of people get so much clarity. And I always say awareness is the biggest change that people can have. Once you're just aware, I'm doing this, and then they start changing that, automatically the steps to go forward change.
And also when we do money sessions, especially for people who are stuck big time with money, we don't just do like, you come and we talk and we do. So basically, if we do a set of 3 sessions for such people who are stuck with big time problems with their money issues, so we do with a strategy. So like, how if you just you have the best quality of seed, but if you put it in a soil which is not supportive, the best quality of the seed will not sprout. So the first thing we do is we prepare your energy field, because what happens is if we just go and do a session, you might see some change, but then immediately you will fall back to the same situation. So the way we do is we do with a strategy where we first prepare your energy field to hold these energies of healing energies, what we are going to give you, the positive ones. So first session is only in preparation of your energy field. Then in second session, we work on manifesting, connecting you to find what is your recipe of money. So we work on that, and then we implant that in your energy field, so that then we can say that we make you then the money magnet. And then it's not like back and forth, that, okay, 1 month was good, then 3 months are bad. So then the average is low only. So we work with a strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about having consistency. It's not having those ups and downs, right? We want to have a consistent rising amount of money if possible, but at least a comfortable level, right? If people are on social insurance or whatever, or on a fixed income, they want to at least have something that is stable, right? And not having big spikes in their life so that they can't pay their bills on time, right? So I think that security alone is worth so much more than we don't recognize how important that security and stability of the financial flows, how important that is. Right. So and again, that is for me, it's also like about trusting and, continuing to do the work, whatever work you're doing. In this reality that we're in, money is not going to fall down from the sky, big chunk of money into your lap or on your doorstep. That does not happen. I don't care what anybody says, that does not happen. You still have to do some physical work of some sort.
Takes some action.
Yeah. So healing work does that. Healing works will clear all the speed breakers, but you still have to accelerate the pedal yourself. And when you do that, after healing work, the universe supports you. And then all the things fall into the right place. And that's where the ease comes.
Yeah.
But yes, it's not that apple is going to fall in your lap. It doesn't happen that way.
No, but the ease, I think we are all worthy of having ease in our lives. We're all worthy of having a stable amount of money to not just survive, but have a good life. We don't have to struggle. Like those days or those feelings or those energies of struggle, I don't think they're really sustainable in this new energy that we're in now, right?
True.
Yeah, we are changing our vibrations, and that's why everyone's here as well, and you're working on being more abundant. And I think one of the more keys to be abundant is also doing what you like and enjoying and being passionate about your work. And then, money follows your joy as well.
Yeah, I've heard that phrase so many times, and I'm like, oh my God, just don't even go there, because it's like, don't even start with that. It's like, I don't know about that, because it's like I had lots of joy and the money was not following. So it's like, I don't know about that one, but it is about, feeling good about what you're doing, right?
Yeah, it's about
feeling good about what you're doing, enjoying what you're doing, right? Having a desire or interest in what you're doing. Like when I was working in the government, for example, I did not like it. I was not happy, but I had a really good income and stability and security and all that stuff. But I did not like it. I didn't like the energy. I was bored. I mean, it was just horrible, right? But I was doing it because I had the stability and security. But then when I started doing my shows and everything, it was a different energy, right? I was like, I like this. This is fun. I'm enjoying it. And so I had the money then as well, and I have the money still now. So I don't know where the joy came in, but it's like, I don't know. It is about trying the best
So-
you can to enjoy.
Yeah, the joy part is also like, what we want to point out by saying that is people get money, but then they are still complaining that, oh, you know what, wish I had more. So the
Okay.
joy part is what you have, appreciate that,
Yeah.
and then of course aspire for more, but don't be in a complaining mode. So be in a be grateful for what you have as well, is what we meant when we
Yeah.
said that the joy state.
Of course, being grateful, being appreciative for what you have, and working to have more, right? Continuing to
Yeah.
say, oh yeah, but I could use a little bit more, right? So it's like, this is great, and I could use a little bit more, right? I would like to have a little bit more, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely. Like when we have desires, they are going to be fulfilled through, in this reality, through money, right? Through money flows. And having our energy be compatible with the energy of money is, I think, what we need to have, right?
True.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
it does. It does. Yeah.
right. So like you said, instead of complaining, but being appreciative and grateful for, and with the energy of money, it is about gratitude. It's a higher vibration frequency, can be, when you don't think about the 3D part of the money, right? So the energy of money is actually a higher vibration than if you're thinking about the banking system and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. True.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what that's the shift we need to make for ourselves as well.
Yeah, with our method, it becomes very easy to tap into any person's energy field, and to, like how we did, and to just, without, all we need to know is the name of the person. And as you saw, and we gave the demos also, we are able to pull out what is sitting in the subconscious and clear it, not only scan it, but we can clear it also. It's a very direct way of getting into any person's energy.
And then,
field.
but then keeping that, right? So we're clearing that, the heavy energy, the energy that doesn't resonate with you, doesn't serve you. But then people always talk about this, is like, how can I maintain that higher vibration? How can I maintain that higher state? How can I maintain the higher frequency? How can I maintain the higher light, or that more light?
Yeah, so that's the beauty of our process, because our process is directly going into the subconscious and finding that, like in a wakeful state. It's not a meditative process. So when we clear, the energy goes from subconscious. So they don't have to put too much efforts to maintain their frequency when after our session. However, if you are doing through a visualization technique or something meditative, then you have to rub yourself many times and be in that state to maintain that frequency, to ensure that you are out of the negative programming of money. So with our method, once we do the session, you don't have to do too much effort to maintain yourself. It becomes very easy. It becomes a way of life. The heaviness itself dissolves within 3-4 days time, and you feel that, okay, you are able to be in that positive state.
Okay, wow. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, I'm just quickly going through to make sure that we are covering everything, because there's always so much that we want to look at, right? But it is about us moving from this state of struggle and stress, financial stress especially, into, again, like we talked about, being more prosperous and stable, and actually enjoying the fruits of our labor, but the fruits of what money can bring us, right? And so that financial well-being is what we're all trying to achieve and trying to have in our lives, that financial well-being, so that we can create our lives with ease, with joy, have fun. It doesn't mean going crazy with money, but really, being comfortable with it. Even, I think some people may not even be comfortable with having a lot of money, or more money than they're used to. Again, that must be because their set point is low, right?
Well, not actually, because we believe that we only deserve that much. So we basically then only get that much. So if even when the months we make a lot more money, then what happens is we have expenses, we have some other thing, and then the money just flies out. So we also change that. We call it a cap on your income. And we also change that for you as well when we do sessions, to vibrate you to go to the next level as well.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah,
My
that's
daughter
important.
does that. My daughter does that very much often. She has like a set point and she's still working on it. And then she'll have many orders. And when she's done, a certain amount of income, then her orders will fall off. Then she'll call me and say, I don't know what's happening. I'm like, did you make your, what you wanted for the month? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, then there you go. And that reminds me, the other thing that we do very much, Alara, is we actually forward spend our money. My daughter clicked into my mind. So what we do is, like, let's say we're expecting someone to pay us some money, and then we'll say, oh, I'll spend that for refurbishing. I'll go on a holiday and I'll go and, buy myself a new dress or shoes or something like that. And so what we do is we energetically spend the money. So then the order gets canceled. So this is something also is good to know, like, don't energetically spend your money in advance. You can say, okay, I need money for a new dress or a holiday, and then that shows up. But once you say, oh, when the money comes, like how we daydream what we do, we have chunks of money. Then the chunks of money go because it's already spent.
Right. Yes. Good point. Yeah. So we should wait until we actually have the money in our hands, then, think about,
and
then spend it.
Actual spending, not daydream spending.
It's just an attitude. You correct it, then you are able to receive and hold it also.
Yeah, because it does, because everything happens energetically first, and then it happens here in the physical, right?
Correct. Yeah. So if you spend it, you don't need it, right?
Yeah, of course. If you spend it, you don't need it.
The
That's
transaction
true.
is already over, because energetically the transaction is over. The money you thought would come, you spend. So transaction is over. So many times you have seen that the orders get cancelled or the money doesn't come, because energetically the transaction is over.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, good to know. So so how do we change that? How can we change that within ourselves to not energetically spend the money?
Yeah, as we said, you can plan your money, that if I get, it's okay to plan, not that you don't plan, but don't think that the moment it will come, I'm going to buy that. So that attitude is wrong. Okay.
Because it's important for us to have a job for the money, right? So that's what I've been trained or taught, is that the money needs to have a job. So it has to come for something, whether it's savings, whether it's, for the house payment, whatever it happens to be, it needs a job or something to do, right? So we do have to have that intention, but no, don't actually spend it. That's a tough one, I have to say.
Energetically, so definitely ask for what you require. Like, I need money. I mean, this is what I require. These are my expenses. Or, I want to go on holiday and I want to have, whatever, travel first class. And this is what is required, $20,000 or 10,000 or 5,000 or 500, whichever you want. And then that's the end of the story. And then you leave it there. Yeah. And then when you receive your money, then go and do what you wanted to do with it.
Right. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Hopefully that's clear for everybody else too, because I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm getting this right, but I think I got it. So thank you for that clarity. But I think we do it unconsciously. Like I think it's just an automatic thing that we're not doing it. Like, I'm not sitting down and say, okay, I'm gonna go spend money now on this. I think it just happens, right? Because it's how we were trained, and it's a habit now. It's become a habit. So we have to be more conscious of it.
Yeah. So like, I'll give you my daughter, just to clarify, my daughter's daughter, what she does is, like, she got a job and it was worth like $2,000. And so then she said, oh, from the $2,000, I can go and buy myself a new dress, and then I can change my tires, and then I have a little more money to buy some gifts. And that's what she actually did. Like, so she actually said, when she gets that money, she'll do this, not the other way around. When she said, oh, I need money for my tires, and I need money to buy a new dress, and I need money to buy a gift, right? So she did it the other way around. As soon as she got the order, she already spent it by saying, I'm allocating this to ABC.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So
do it the other way around.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay. So that's something that we can all start to do as well for ourselves. But we do have to say to the universe, put out to the universe how much we do want based on what our requirements are. That's important,
Definitely.
right?
Very, very important. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to know what our expenses are every month so that we can tell the universe, this is how much I need, so not necessarily bring it, but it's like, this is how much I need to live my life the way that I would like.
So generally it's nice to make a spreadsheet to say, this is my house rent, my car loan, my expenses to living. And then I like to study some, I like to gift, I like to go on holiday, and then you get your end figure. And then you say, for the month, I require X amount of money, and then just leave that. And then it'll be provided, because if you don't ask, the universe doesn't know what to give you as well, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So
Yeah,
planning
awesome.
is okay, but energetic spending is not okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So we'll definitely have to change that habit of the energetic spending in advance, for sure. Okay, cool. So I know you wanted to do some pain demos as well, right? Did you want to do a few, just so that people can get an idea or a feeling of what it's like when you actually work on that, because that is like instant, right? So I mean, I know it's instant because we did it last time and it was like amazing. I had pain last time and you guys worked on me as well, and plus other people. I don't have pain this time, thankfully, but so yeah, so if people have pain of some sort, you want to raise your hand, and then we will do some pain demos. Yeah. Okay. So what about unexpected expenses? Yeah, we talked about that, Tanya, before. Yeah, that has to do with your set point for your vibration frequency, set point for money and receiving, having, etc.
The gap in income, you don't want to be able to receive more. So
Yeah.
then you make yourself automatically have an expense.
Yeah, so that's definitely something we talked about in depth. So we have Marielle, Nancy, and Carolyn, who I'm assuming you all have pain, that you'd like to do a pain demo.
Yes, please.
Awesome.
I don't have pain. I raised my hand for the first exercise.
Yeah, that exercise, I don't know if we're gonna, like, we'll see if we have time to do more of that, but right now we just want to focus a little bit on the pain, just to see if we can get some healing for people that have pain right now. And then we'll see if we have more time, we can go back to the willingness to receive financial abundance. Okay. So stay tuned, Marielle. Nancy.
So I'm not sure whether this is applicable or not. It's not pain per se, but my ear has been blocked for like a few months. And so I occasionally have a bit of pain, but that's not the primary issue. It's just the fact that it's completely blocked. So I'm not sure if that fits the criteria, but thought I'd put my hand up in case.
We can tell you why your ear is blocked and it's not changing, but to do a demo on that, we would need a full session and we wouldn't be able to bring the change about. So, but we can tell you what's blocking you, why you're creating your pain. Let's see. And so the reason for you that you're creating your ear pain is because of unforgiveness and self-punishment. So something as a year is also something that you don't want to hear. And so you probably heard something that you shouldn't have heard or didn't want to hear. And now you're upset about it. So I don't know how that plays around, but it's about unforgiveness and self-punishment.
Okay, thank you.
Makes sense?
I think it does, given the timing. It's about something that happened and I was upset that I did not check and it created problems for me financially.
Yeah.
But it was a major, but it was still, so, okay, that does make sense. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Nancy.
You're welcome.
All right, Carolyn.
Hi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi. My pain's in my right lower back and right hip. I don't know. I just been
Choose
having
one.
trouble getting over whatever it is, because I do have the pain now and again, but usually the chiropractor or the massage therapist can resolve it. But this time it's just being difficult.
So at this point of time, choose one pain point for the demo,
Pardon me?
which is
Oh,
hurting more.
right lower back.
Lower back.
Right.
Right. So on a scale of 10, how do you rate the pain? 10 being maximum, 0 means no pain. So at this point of time, can you rate it?
Yeah, it's more like 7.
7.
So Carolyn, I checked for you, and the reason why you have created this right lower back is because of commitment. So either a lack of commitment or overcommitment.
Oh, probably overcommitment.
And at the void you're filling in, so there you have a void, and so your lower back pain is filling that void, and the void that you have is compassion. So you either feel that you don't get enough compassion for what you do or where you are.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
It's like, so it would take about 2 to 3 minutes for the energy to integrate. So we can take someone else and come back to you to see what changes there. And maybe you could drink some water to integrate
Okay.
the energy, your energy field.
Okay. Thank you
And we
very
come
much.
back. You'll come
Awesome.
back.
Let us
We can
and
see
let us
what-
know in the chat, Carolyn, how you're doing. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, we're going to go to Yvette. Yvette, do you want to unmute?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep. So you have some pain somewhere?
Yeah, on Monday I was admitted at the hospital because of a 9 mm kidney stone, and I had the surgery Tuesday, and then stayed until yesterday. So legs are unstable, and the pain on the surgical side on the left-hand side, it's painful to still go to the bathroom to do number 1 because they weren't able to remove the entire stone since it was so large, and broke it up with a laser. So that's the continuation of the pain when I go. So even my voice is shaking with how much I felt like the whole experience has assaulted my body.
And what's the scale of pain, with 10 being maximum and 1 being minimum? I'm assuming 10.
When I move and walk around, I would say is a 3, 4, but when I have to go and empty out the bladder, it is like a 10.
Okay. So this the kidney stone and all of that, I checked why did you create all of that? And it's about relationships. So either you're having a tough time with relationships or there's some imbalance in your relationship.
I would say at work, yeah, I've been promised opportunities, my own store, promotions, and this was last November, and here we are. They just continue to add more things for me to jump over. That opportunity is still there, but here it is, almost the end of September, and I still, so yeah, there's anger about that whole situation and being lied to.
Yeah. So I think that's how you created that.
Okay, so 2 minutes for her. So 2 minutes for energy to integrate. So we can go back to either Carolyn, or we can take one last person.
So Yvette, let us
Thank you
know
so
in
much.
about 2 minutes, okay? How are you doing?
Thank you, Lara.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. All right, Carolyn, how are you doing? Oh, there she is. Yeah, you have to unmute. You have to unmute, sorry.
Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, it's feeling a little better now, and I'm drinking some water.
Okay.
Good.
So where it was on in the beginning, it is now.
I'd say about 4.
Okay, nice, very nice.
So it
Thank
went
you.
from 7 to 4, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice
Good.
to actually talk to you, Alara.
Thank you, Carolyn. I know sometimes we don't get a chance to chat, right? But I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. And I'm glad
Thank
you
you.
raised your hand. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Where were we? 1 second. All right. So we're gonna wait on Yvette to find out how she's doing. But in the meantime, I think can we give Marielle her willingness rating for financial
Yes.
abundance?
Yeah.
So the willingness to receive more financial abundance, right?
Yes, correct.
So I checked her willingness, and her willingness is 68%, willingness to receive more financial abundance. And the primary emotion that is blocking her willingness is the energy of being insulted. And
Yeah. And your core negative statement is I'm bored. I don't think I will ever.
How does that
And-
resonate, Marielle?
After I'm bored, what is it?
I don't think I will ever.
I don't think I will ever what? ...
Whatever it is.
Whatever you
for
want, I will ever get. I will ever be rich. I will be a billionaire. I'll be happy, or I'll go on a holiday, or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And the positive, to change that to the positive is I'm inspired. I have people who love and respect me.
I'm inspired, and then
I have people who love and respect me.
interested and subject to respect.
Yeah.
okay.
How does that resonate with you, Marielle?
But I'm insulted about something else, but it's not related to money.
Oh, it's not always there. So it's
Yeah.
sitting in your subconscious, and you think it is related to something else, but it's bringing your frequency down. And that low frequency is blocking your money.
Yeah,
So your
I'm insulted about a problem I mentioned already on this show. When married men want to have an affair with me, I'm insulted. Yeah, but yeah, because well, maybe it's related because some would like me to choose them for their financial status. Yeah, so it has a relationship with money. And I'm not into commercial relationships, you know.
Yeah, so start with that new phrase, the new statement, and then see how you feel with that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Good. Thank you, Marielle. I see Sarah has joined us. And so Sarah took the class with me, with you guys, right? Sarah?
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
You want to unmute, Sarah?
Somehow by unmuting and saying that, I thought you could hear me. I mean, bringing my picture. Hi.
No.
Yes, I took the class. It's very exciting work.
So we're talking about money today, right? And your willingness to receive financial abundance.
Right.
Do you want to know what your willingness is?
Yes, I do. That's why I put my hand up.
All right, let's see. Let's find out. I was pleased with my willingness. So I was happy. It's like, oh, thank God.
86%. 86 good percentage. 86%.
Wow, that's good. 86%.
That's good. I feel much more at ease. You know, I come from a lineage where people had to sew their valuables into their coats and flee in many generations. And I've always, like, if it costs more than $5, you know, I had to go think about it for 3 days. And lately I've been willing to take care of myself more. And for instance, to, you know, buy sessions and to take your class. And I'm feeling really joyous about that because my dad was a teenager in the worst part of the Depression for that psychological thing. So money was a big stress up until recently. So yes, I plan to do good work in the world and let abundance flow in so much that I can become a philanthropist. That's my goal. Thank you.
So you have your negative thought pattern is, I'm injured, nobody cares.
Well, that would totally be up for me for the last 6 months. I've been severely injured. Nobody's helped me.
Yeah, surprisingly, it's coming up for money. I mean, I probably think it may not be money, but that's your resonating this. And you can say the positive to change that, to go to the positive statement as, I'm generous. I can work through my problems.
Okay. I used to loan so much money, even though I didn't have that much, and not always get paid back, that my children forbade me to keep loaning money. And I got betrayed a couple of times, but I figure it was a karmic debt, so I let it go.
So start saying your new phrase, okay?
Okay, say it one more time.
I'm generous.
I'm generous.
I can work through problems.
I can work through my problems.
I'm generous and I can work through my problems.
Yeah. Awesome.
Excellent. I will do that. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. I just want to check in with Yvette. Yvette, how are you doing?
I didn't think she.
Hi, I'm here still.
Okay, awesome.
So my legs, when I was talking to you, were shaky. So that's gone. I'm shaking still in the hands. That the legs, like, it was challenging to feel like I can support myself, and I'm sure that lends itself to, you know, abundance and finances. So that they seem to be more stable.
Yeah, awesome. Even your voice sounds more stable too.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Awesome. Thank you, Yvette. Oh, sorry, Charu, what were you saying? You cut out.
No, nothing.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Just want to make sure. All right, so how are we, where am I? Hold on, how are we doing? So, oops, 1 second, sorry, I just clicked something and like, All right, so we did a few pain demos. We did a few of the willingness to receive financial abundance demos. What is next on the agenda for us today, Brenda and Charu?
I guess our packages.
Awesome. Let's take a few minutes and talk about that, and then I'm going to share my screen.
And then after that package, we can do some more willingness. I think a few have put it in the chat, I think, that they want.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, sounds good. All right, so I think you can see my screen. So Brenda and Charu have 4 packages. I'm going to let you go ahead and explain them. Brenda and Charu, go ahead.
Yes. So our package A is a creation of abundance codes. So this is basically a WhatsApp group. Charu and me have curated our own way of clearing people's abundance blocks. And this is like a group session. It takes place over 9 days. We will do like how we found out what is blocking you. So each day we would have a theme, and we would work on clearing those themes, and you would get an energy that you would know what energy is blocking you. And plus you would get meditation to support you to continue your healing to be in an abundant life. The dates are 12th to 20th October. We've done it at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. So that's when we will do the clearing and post up PDFs here and there. And what we will be working on, so we'll be working on ancestral money curses and blockages and transmuting into ancestral blessings of money. We'll be clearing poverty programs and poverty consciousness and transmuting that to universal wealth consciousness. We'll be clearing lack of financial abundance and stability and transmuting that to financial abundance, security, and stability. We'll be clearing lack of joy of being with money and transmuting it to big joy of money. We'll be clearing cap of income and transmuting into orgasmic energy of money. We'll be clearing blocks to receiving money and transmuting it to I receive money constantly with ease. And we'll be clearing lack of money and transmuting it to I'm worthy of money. And we'll retrieve stolen money because a lot of people steal our money as well. So we'll be retrieving stolen money and income back to into your energy field, and clearing your scarcity mindset, where we were talking about cap on income and additional expenses just out of the blues, where we transmuted to I am worthy, I am wealthy and abundant. So what you can expect is better health, better sleep, vitality, stress reduction, positive mindset, inner peace, and more joy in things you do as well.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And so this is $20 for package A. And again, it is remote healing plus information, right? So it's like you do the remote healing every day, but you also give people information about what it is that you're going to be healing and working on, as well as a PDF, right, of information. Something like that. Are you guys still there?
Yeah,
we are.
Okay. Okay, good. So that's package A, and it's $20 US, and package B is the clearing the money obstacles that prevent you to have financial freedom. And so this is that one session, right?
That's right. We have a one session that will help you to clear your money obstacles that prevent you to have financial freedom. So basically, as we were talking, it's a discovery session. We'll meet with you for 15 minutes, understand your money story, understand your money beliefs, chat with you, and we gauge what's happening with you. And then we identify what's blocking you, and then we clear your life, a life of struggle, freeing you and enabling you to have a healthy, wealthy, successful life. So it's about 15 to 20 minutes we basically speak. Then it's a remote clearing and healing session of 120 minutes. So we basically use our BNC miracle method, which is a set of charts in a pendulum. And we tap into the subconscious and we clear all the negative thoughts and beliefs and emotions, all that are creating and preventing you from having financial freedom. Then we send you a PDF and give you a detail about our findings. And we basically, we speak on Zoom after that, what we are done for your session. So what we'll be working on clearing your energy field from psychic attacks, any negativity, and anything that is preventing you from being greater to receive, the healing energy. So we clear your auric field and prepare your auric field for receiving money. Then we clear your negative beliefs that prevent you from having money. Then we clear whatever is preventing you from having financial abundance and stability. We clear your poverty consciousness, and we download an energetic program for you to magnetize money. And we clear the negative pattern that keeps you in that loop of a money struggle. So the package A is $200. Yeah.
So this package for the one session is 200, package B, and it includes package A. So that's the bonus in this package. And then package C is those 3 sessions. So we talked about those 3 sessions to work on really big money issues, right?
Correct. Yeah. And so we'll do the session 3 times, and it'll again still be the discovery session, a remote healing, and we will give you a PDF, and we'll do post Zoom as well. And in order for you to understand session 1, again, we'll work on financial fears, financial struggles, lack of financial stability, childhood negative money beliefs, and energetic settle of any debts if you have. So we work on energetically settling the debts. So then energetically, either you'll make more money or the debts can be written off, or they will be written off. Session 2 is you have contracts and vows limiting your money and income, the lack of desire to have more money, poverty programs, and past life scarcity programs, because a lot of things come from past life, and difficulty in easily accepting and receiving money. And session 3 will be having that creating that financial freedom, the joy of being abundant and experiencing it, creating increased monies and income, so different sources, many sources of money and income, and creating any portals that prevent you from restricting your flow and ending your money worries. And we have 3 sessions, and the bonus includes package A, and the package is $400, package C. Yeah.
And then package D, which is level 1 of their fabulous BNC Miracle Method training program. Like I said, I've done it as well, and I really enjoyed it, learned a lot, and it's really, really, I like it. I really learned a lot, and it's helpful. I can use it, do it, whatever, it's good. So it was, yeah, I was quite surprised by how well it works. So I'll let you explain.
So the topics covered in level 1 training program is we talk a little bit about the fundamental concepts, because we teach our method scientifically. So we talk about the energy, the conscious mind, subconscious mind. We talk about the science behind why we use a pendulum as a tool. So we talk about a pendulum. We teach you how to use a pendulum for clearing, how time plays a factor in our life. We talk about how limiting patterns and thoughts affect our subtle bodies. And then, of course, you learn the BNC Miracle Method technique itself. After learning our level 1 BNC Miracle Method, you will be able to do a session for yourself. You will be able to do session for others. You will know how to work on health, how to work on money manifestation, how to work on relationships, how to work on property, how to work on business, or basically any area of your life, be it getting good grades or whatever. So in level 1, the course is taught over Zoom. It's an 8 hours of class done over 3 days, 1 hour, and then it's three hours and 1 hour. Actually, it's a 7 hours class. So we do a pendulum training on the first day, and then the balance 2 days we teach you the method. We give you 5 charts, and the course is IPHM certified.
So then the dates for, there's 2 batches, so you can do it either in October or you can do it in November. So the dates are there, whichever is convenient, of course, right? So not both, but one or the other. There are no recordings, but there is a support group and there's a Zoom call once a month. But you know, like we do practical hands-on, you know, training in the class. So you will be doing it in the class, so you will get the experience of doing it. Right. And so the bonuses are everything in package A, the WhatsApp support group, the monthly Zoom to ask your questions. And that is also very helpful because sometimes we have questions after the fact as well that we need to get answered. So it's definitely worth it to get level 1. And then I'm sure you'll want to get level 2 and 3. I've done level 1 and level 2. And then I'm going to be doing the inner child healing next weekend. And then, you know, we'll see how things develop after that. But yes, I highly recommend this training because I really enjoyed it. So there's some wonderful testimonials here about people that have worked on their money, healing, money stories, etc. But please do take a look at those. And again, there's 4 packages available. So package A, B, C, and D, and package A is a bonus in all of the 3 packages B, C, and D. Okay. And if you have any questions, of course, you can always message us. We can give you more information if you have any questions. So wonderful. Thank you. Go ahead.
I also wanted to say, Alara, that if anybody has health challenges, then they can just opt for package A or package B or C, and then they can specify that they would like to work on their health challenges if they don't want to work on their money issues. So I think there are some who have pretty health challenges, so they can just tell us that it's not money they want to work on, but on health, and it's the same thing.
Oh yeah, so Nancy, that was about your question in the chat. So you can do it for your hearing issue or any other health issue. You don't have to focus on money, so that's not a problem. So you can choose package B or C, or if you want to learn the technique yourself, you can choose package D. So just do that. That's fine. Marielle, you had a question?
Yeah, with package A, we get a group session. How many times?
So it's not a group session. It's like remote healing session every day for 9 days.
But it's not at a specific time.
I mean, they're going to send the healing out at a specific time, but there's no Zoom session or anything like that. So you just be willing to receive, but they also send out information. Brenda and Charu, you go ahead and tell about it.
We do find individual energies for that particular. Every day there is a specific topic on the money, as Brenda listed them out for you. So on that day, we find individual energies, and then a PDF is posted on the WhatsApp. So you know, okay, today for that particular topic, this was my emotion that was cleared. So this is how the healing happens, and this program continues for 9 days. So you get 9 days of healing, and we share some meditations as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not live, right? So it's not going to be on a Zoom call, right? So it's not a live healing session. It's remote. They will do it on their end. We just have to receive, but we'll be told what they're working on that day, right? So
just lie on our bed or something like that, and
whichever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or work is fine as well.
Even you can do whatever you wish to do. You don't have to be like in the bed at the time of healing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Suppose mine, did you have another question?
It was related to pain,
Yeah.
but it's not pain, it's pressure I feel in my throat, and it's been for a long time. And it's very strange because I cannot explain to the doctors. It's just get triggers, and I feel this intense, very intense pressure, like it's my throat is exploding like that. That's what I want to ask.
I just checked your energy. The reason why you have that is because of lack of commitment. So somewhere it's a commitment issue, either lack commitment or overcommitment or no commitment.
Okay.
Yeah, you could also take a session and probably help yourself as well.
Thank
and
you.
change that, because also sometimes the doctors can't find out, but energetically we can change it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome, thank you. And so I was just looking in the chat, and Carolyn says my pain has lessened even more. So that's awesome. That's great. I'm glad to hear that, Carolyn. 1 second. Sarah, did you have a question? She says.
Could you check and see why I am in such extreme pain again? I can't walk again. I was healing fine, and then all of a sudden I'm at a pain level of 10 and not taking any pain meds.
And where is the pain?
It's in my hip. It's in the hip that was impacted and where I had the hip replacement.
So the reason you recreated that pain is because of lack of kindness and lack of strength.
In me?
It could be in you, and it could be to yourself. It could be not receiving it. People are not kind to you, or you don't think they're kind to you.
You have only 20% to let go of this pain also.
I'm sorry, would you say
only
that?
20? You have only 20% willingness to let go of this pain.
Oh.
And you're willing, yeah, and the willingness is less because of injustice programs.
Yeah. Yeah, on Yom Kippur, I saw a lot of the people who have big values of taking care of the sick in our community and who have ignored me for 6 months. So I guess it triggered.
There's a kindness there, right? Also no kindness then to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. That makes perfect sense, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You can clear it now, have the information, do clear it.
Exactly. Use the B&C method and clear it, Sarah.
Yep,
Yes.
I decided I would do that.
Exactly. Awesome. Good. Thank you. Tanya says, I'm very interested to know how willing I am to receive abundance. Check and see if I missed anything up there. And I think I missed Tina as well. Sorry, Tina. Just saw it now.
So, Tanya, your willingness to receive financial abundance is 50%. And the reason why your willingness is less is due to anger.
And you have a negative, co-negative thought, which is preventing you from receiving money, which is, I'm hostile. I should be better than I am. So I'm hostile. And the co-positive statement you can use is, I trust I'm perfect just the way I am. You're
Awesome.
mute to be fine. Yeah, unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry. I was always self-critical. I don't know if hostile is the right word, just self-critical, not being bossy. But I didn't know it is so low, 50%. It's not a lot. But I just have to economize in my life now. And I'm constantly pulled back into, these things that I say, which is come out of scarcity rather than abundance. So, and I catch myself on it and I change the wording so I'm working on it, but okay, thank you so much.
So what's the new phrase, Tanya? What's the new phrase?
No, I like if I say to myself.
No, but what's the new statement that Brenda and Charu gave you?
But I am good enough. I love myself as I am, and I'm worthy to receive financial abundance or any abundance. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you, Tanya. All right. Joy would like to know how willing she is to receive financial abundance, please. I love the name Joy, actually. So Joy, yours should be high, because if you have the name Joy, but we'll find out. Because money follows joy. Right? I'm still triggered by some things. It's like, yeah.
So Joy, your willingness is only 10%.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Prove your point, Lara.
Oh, why did I say that? I shouldn't have said anything.
So yeah, the willingness is low, it's only 10%. And the reason why it is low is due to betrayal programs.
And your core negative statement is, I'm broken, I can't do it. And then positive is, I attract, I'm enough.
How does that resonate with you, Joy? Gosh. So start saying this new statement, okay? Yes, truth. Okay, good. Okay. 100%. Okay. Well, I'm glad it's the truth, but now you can change it, okay? You have something to work with to start changing it. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut next time. Oh, Tina, you're back. Good, because I was gonna say that because we were gonna, work with you next, Tina, but then I didn't see you there. So Tina wanted to know about her willingness, and now I'm gonna keep quiet about what it should be or what it shouldn't be or anything. I'm just like, whatever it is, it is. See how I don't know, intuitive I am. Tina.
So her willingness is pretty good. It's 95%.
Wow, Tina, awesome.
The core negative statement that you run is, I'm worried, I feel terrible, I have no energy. And the positive statement is, I'm positive, I have everything I need now.
Hey, awesome. How does that resonate with you, Tina? I mean, you obviously have no problem. According to, yeah, right, 95%. I was like, oh my goodness, I'll have that. No, I'll have 100%. Why limit myself to 95%? See these things running in the background. It's like, oh my goodness, I didn't even catch that. Awesome. Thank you, Tina. All right, we're gonna do yes, it resonates. Okay, good. Awesome. We're gonna do one more. Pippa. Pippa wants to know what is her willingness to receive financial abundance. Let us see. What I like about this method is that it's so quick. Like you can get the answers quickly, but you can change the vibration and frequency quickly as well. Yeah, it happens like automatically. I was doing it for myself the other day, and I felt the change within myself, within like I hadn't even finished, and I could feel a shift in my energy. You know, I meant to tell you that the other day, but it was like, yeah, right there, right. I feel the shift automatically, which, you know.
So it's her willingness is 10%.
Pippa?
Willingness to receive more financial abundance is 10% only. And the primary negative emotion is feeling hopeless.
And the negative statement is, I'm revolted, I am not deserving. And it's quite strong one, but maybe there's something going on in your life. And the positive statement you can use for yourself is, I'm surprised, I have courage and confidence.
Awesome. I'm surprised, I have courage and confidence. How does that resonate with you, Pippa? Yes. Okay, good. So start with the new statement and just, you know, without, again, this is all without judgment. It's never with any judgment, right? So without judgment, just start with the new statement, phrase, and really looking at, you know, yourself about, okay, yes, I want to change. Let's work with this new energy statement and raise our vibration frequency, raise our set point cap as well. And our willingness to have more financial abundance, have more financial freedom, have more abundance, ease, whatever it is that you want, right? So we were talking about, you know, specifically financial abundance today, but it could be anything. It could be vitality, well-being, healing, you know, whatever, love, whatever happens to be for you. You can ask that question for yourself, but start with this phrase, the statement, and that is going to help with not just the financial abundance, but every area of your life, I think, right? So mine was, I'm enthusiastic and I am enough. And I know that definitely resonates. So it's like, oh my goodness, that's totally spot on for me. So it's like, yes. But saying it not just, you know, as a mantra or like as an affirmation, but really feeling it and really letting that energy of that expand into your entire being, right? So it's not just a mental process that we're doing. It's about, you know, changing our whole energy field and aura and our cells, etc., and really feeling that in all of our being, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Joy is asking, how fast do you think it will take to change 10 to 100%? Fast. How willing are you? Right.
I would think doing a session would be fast, but using the affirmations and the information, then it would be just changing the way you think, because you have a strong negative. So letting that strong negative pattern go or thought process and changing it to positive can create wonders for you.
Yeah. So, you know, start with that, of course, but of course, if you'd really like to have that massive change in your life, you know, book the session with Brenda and Charu, work with them, do the package B or do package C or do package D and learn the technique as well. Or if none of that is possible, do package A, right? It's only $20, which I think is like, wow, it's really generous, right? Because you receive a lot of healing, 9 days of healing and clearing and raising your vibration frequency, right? So if nothing else, at least do package A. If you can't do package B, C, or D, right? But I mean, I did package D, right? So the training, plus I received package A as the bonus as well. So it's like there was a lot of energy happening, lots of shifting happening, right? So it's what you It's what you choose, right? What resonates with you right now. Sarah says, I just bought a package. Thank you for your generosity, genius, and compassionate hearts. Awesome, Sarah.
Thank
Awesome. So any last words of wisdom for all of us who are still considering looking into it, wondering, should I not, or just basically, something else that we need to know to raise our vibration frequency so that we can be supported to receive more financial abundance?
Well, I would say we are the miracle workers. So definitely, if you want that fast change, do take session or learn the method. We generally empower people to learn the method because you can use this tool for anything and everything, manifesting for your family, and it's IPHM certified, so you can start, using it for clients and everything. And to leave you with on a positive note, it's what you give out, you receive. So start giving out those positive thought forms and you receive that. So start making abundance your birthright, that I am an abundant being, that it is my birthright to be abundant, and then the rest will follow.
Yeah, awesome. And it's true, you are an abundant being and it is your birthright to receive financial abundance or whatever it is you desire. That is true. That is not just words, empty words. It's the truth. And once you start to recognize that truth within yourself, feel it within yourself, then also you will start to see the changes in your outer reality. Charu, any last words from you?
Yeah, so I would like to point out again what we discussed also, that our mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So count your blessings, just change your attitude and count on your blessings rather than your miseries. So when you start doing that, the mind thinks that, oh, we are so abundant. And then the moment that energy gets created, it starts getting manifesting in your life as well. So count your blessings and play the game.
Awesome. And we have so many blessings, right? We all have so many blessings in our lives, and it's up to us to recognize them, acknowledge them, appreciate them, but we are all so blessed with so much. And we sometimes forget that when we're under stress and all that wonderful stuff. But, if we make it a practice every day to really appreciate and recognize and acknowledge the blessings, your life will start to change. Absolutely.
I want to
Okay.
add one thing. Tomorrow night starts the Jewish holiday of Sukkot after Yom Kippur. When we do our, difficult work, we come to a holiday in Hebrew called Zman Chasimchotenu, which means season of our joy. And it comes with the full moon. And we build these wonderful little booths in our backyard and hang fruit and put leaves on them. And we eat in them. And our friends come over and we sing. And it's a time of fruitfulness, fall harvest, and complete joy and abundance. And I just bless it's an 8-day holiday. I bless everyone that they go through transformation as a result of this call and a result of the healing work that you do. And I receive very joyfully, and I bless everyone that we have an upsurge of abundance and joy in this season.
Thank you so much, Sarah. That's so sweet. Thank you. And blessings back to all of you. And thank you for reminding me, Sarah. Tomorrow is a super moon, harvest moon, super moon. It's also my dad's birthday. So it's like, I think he's going to be 82. So it's my dad's birthday tomorrow as well. So, and it's a super moon. So it's a special day. So, and I think Brenda and Charu have something going on starting tomorrow as well, because it's the ancestor thing going on for 12 days or 14 days as well.
Okay, so tomorrow is also the start of where we honor our ancestors. We pray for them, for their liberation, and then whatever blessings we send them, we in turn receive them and we get blessed, and our journey also becomes ease. So more or less tying into the Jewish kind of, the abundance and the moon and all of that. It looks like pretty cool coming forth. It's
a powerful time. So and please, if you would like to work with Brenda and Charu, please do check out the packages, work with them. Like I said, I've worked with them myself. And I think they're fabulous. I love the technique, the method. You know, obviously I've done it, like I've taken 3 programs, so obviously I like it. But it's not just about liking it, but it's actually using it as well. So I'm actually using it on a regular basis. So for me, that's it's important. So again, take a look at the packages, see what resonates with you, work with them, especially whether and it could be for money, or it could be health or healing or relationship. It could be anything, right? So just let them know what it is that you want to work with for packages B and C. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Brenda and Charu, and thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for all your questions and for playing with us today, right? And finding out about your willingness to receive financial abundance. So, and for those of you who did the pain demos, I'm so glad that you're all feeling so much better. You definitely experienced a change and transformation right on the call, which is what I love to see. So keep in that energy and yeah, be gentle with yourself. Drink water. Okay. So yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, may you continue to be blessed with an abundance of joy, peace, love, happiness, prosperity, and radiant health. Sending you all so much love and blessings. For those of you who got that positive statement, please start using it. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye for now.